Hi, hello. I am an educator. Specifically, I am an OFW working here in India. Did you know that if you are working here in India, an online OSC is no longer enough? You need to process a clearance first. So, if you don't want to be offloaded, listen and stick hanggang sa matapos ang video na to dahil ituturo ko sa inyo ang step-by-step process na ginawa ko at ang mga kasamahan kong nagtatrabaho dito para maging smooth ang aming journey pabalik dito sa India. A little bit of context first. So, I am an educator at me and my fellow friends who are educators here in India. During the summer vacation, umuwi kami ng Pilipinas bilang mga balik manggagawa during our summer vacation. Thinking na magiging madali lang ang aming buhay pagbalik namin rito because for most of us who've already set up our online services, DMW profile, ang kailangan lamang ay i-download online ng OEC, tapos ipakita, tapos madali na ang lahat. Little did I know na hindi na pala ganoon ang proseso kapag ikaw ay nagtatrabaho sa India. So, this is what happened and this is what I did. Noong ako ay pumunta dito sa India, what I did was I did the cross-country. That means, nanggaling na ako sa ibang bansa, imbis na umuwi sa Pilipinas, dito ako dumiretso sa India. Because I already know that I will have to deal with a lot of bureaucratic things and I may have to wait at baka in the process ma-rescind yung kontrata ko. Ayaw nating mangyari yun. So, ang ginawa ko, naging wais ako last academic year from my previous country, dumiretso ako here sa India. So, last August was the first time na magpuproseso ako ng OEC kasi yun yung time na bumalik ako ng Pilipinas. What I did was, I physically went to our DMW's office. DMW stands for Department of Migrant Workers, to process my Overseas Employment Certificate. Overseas Employment Certificate, for those of you who don't know, are the requirements of the Philippine government before any OFWs like me can fly out of the country legally. So, ang ginawa ko, I went there physically sa POE office sa may EDSA. When I went there, pumunta ako doon sa window or doon sa office kung saan pinaprocess yung OEC processing para sa mga balik manggagawa. So, nasa first floor lang yun, nasa ground, dire-diretso ka. Tapos, sa dulo, nandoon ang stall or booth para sa mga nagpa-process ng OEC para sa mga balik manggagawang tulad ko. When I went there, I was expecting na dahil nga nagpalit na ako ng country at nagpalit ako ng employer, I really have to go through the balik manggagawa. But when I'm there na-realize ko at sinabi sa akin ng officer that India, my employer, is one of a non-compliant country. So, ang nangyari is siguro bilateral na mga polisiya ng Foreign Affairs ng Pilipinas at ng Foreign Affairs ng India, may mga stipulations na hindi natupad o hindi napagkasunduan. At ang ending, tayong mga manggagawa ang nahirapan dahil nagkaroon ng additional na proseso bago tayo payagang maka-fly out mula sa Pilipinas papunta sa India. That requires an additional paperwork sa atin. There is a specific lane para sa mga non-compliant countries na tulad ng India. So, I was referred to that and I was referred to the officer na nagpa-process dito. When I was there, to be fair, hindi naman siya ganun kahirap if you have all the documents na kailangan mo. So, I had to pass my valid and authenticated work contract, so a photocopy of it. What do I mean by valid and authenticated? That means kailangan meron siyang yung red ribbon ng Philippine Embassy in India. So yung kontrata ko is authenticated by the Philippine Embassy in India. So, in a separate video, I'll tell you kung ano yung naging proseso ko because that's another bureaucratic pain. Kung ano ang pinagdaanan namin or ano ang ginawa namin para sa authentication ng aming work contract. But, let me stress that it's not just a simple work contract. Hindi lang ito yung in-email sa'yo ng employer mo tapos pinirmahan mo. It has to be authenticated by the Philippine Embassy in India. So you need to submit a photocopy of that. The second thing is your passport, a copy of your passport na kailangan valid siya at hindi pa mag-expire within 6 months ang iyong passport. The third thing is a valid working visa. At para sa atin ng mga India, nagtatrabaho dito sa India, ang sa atin kasi meron tayong sticker ng visa natin, yung initial na visa natin, and then merong yung extension ay nilalagay na dun sa EFRRO. Yung EFRRO is a foreign registration paper. So kailangan dala-dala ninyo at may kopya kayo ng EFRRO. So print out ko rin yun, may printed out copy ako ng EFRRO. And the fourth thing is, katunayan na talagang nagtatrabaho kayo sa kumpanya. So, ang proof na binigay ko is a photocopy of my company ID. Pwede rin ang photocopy ng salary slip. At kung hindi pa kayo nagtatrabaho doon, pwede naman yung invitation letter or yung contract letter ng eskwelahan or ng kumpanya, proving na talagang hinahire kayo sa position na sinasabi ninyo. So, let me repeat, what are the things that you need bago maibigay sa inyo yung clearance? You need an authenticated work contract, valid passport, valid working visa, and proof of the legitimacy ng trabaho na iniaalok sa'yo. Pinasa ko yung photocopy at ang sabi ng officer, I have to wait. Hindi nila automatic na mabibigay kasi pinipirmahan pa yung clearance ng officer, na higher officer. Within 1 to 3 business days, isisend ng officer yung clearance sa email ko. And this is the proof. So they sent the clearance. Doon na rin sa email na yon, nakalagay na rin doon na dahil na send na yung clearance, na pirmahan na yung clearance, I can now log in sa onlineservices.dmw.gov.ph and now I can download the online OAC. So, first step first, download mo, process mo yung clearance. Second, saka ka na magla-log in sa DMW. So, for those of you who are not familiar, ang DMW ay, andito rin yung link, okay? This is the e-registration where this is the online services portal of the Department of Migrant Workers that all OFWs have to create. So, ako kasi, meron na akong na-set up po na to before. So, nag-log in ako with my email address at ng aking passport. Tapos doon sa balik manggagaw, log in ako ng email address ko at saka password ko. Tapos doon sa balik manggagawa portal, clinic ko yon. Tapos na-download ko na yung aking OEC. So, yun ang dinala ko noong ako ay nag-fly out na. What are the things na kailangan mong i-print out? Kailangan mong i-print out yung clearance, kailangan mong i-print out yung OEC. Tapos, syempre, kailangan mong dalhin yung ticket mo. Noong ako ay nag-fly out na, dahil sa naiya ko nang galing, I actually did not have any problem personally. So, what I did was, I went to the airline counter, kinuha nila yung tinignan nila yung aking ticket, tinignan nila yung aking OEC, tapos, nung nakita nila na OFW ako, mayroon akong document na fill upan para makuha ko yung reimbursement ko ng travel tax. Meron kasi tayong reimbursement ng travel tax na worth 950 pesos. Hindi tayo nagbabayad ng travel tax dahil tayo ay mga manggagawang OFW. So, then nakuha ko yung 950 ko na travel tax. From the counter, nung nag-check-in ako, dumiretso ako sa immigration. I didn't have to go through the line ng immigration. Actually, dumiretso ako sa OFW lane. Naglagay lang ako, nag-fulfill ako ng e-travel natin. Tapos, dumiretso ako doon sa OFW lane. Sa e-gates, nilagay ko lang yung yung passport. Actually, hindi na nga passport, yung ticket lang. Yung ticket, tapos dire-diretso na ako. So personally, I was over-prepared. But that was not the story of other OFWs. Some, lalo na yung hindi nag-fly from NAIA, ang nangyari was they have to go to the counter. When the counter saw na OFW sila, they were referred back to the POEE or DMW booth. At doon sa DMW booth, hinanapan sila ng clearance at ng OEC. Noong nakapag-produce sila ng clearance at OEC, saka lang sila pinayagan na pumunta sa immigration at mag-fly pabalik sa India. In fact, kung wala kang clearance, pwede kang ma-offload. So some of the Filipinos ay na-offload sila dahil wala silang clearance and they had to wait and rebook their ticket dahil wala silang clearance. So, if you are going to India, know na ito yung proseso. Let me repeat the process again. First, you go to any physical DMW office or a POEE booth, process the clearance, wait for the email na okay na yung clearance mo, download your online OEC from the online services.dmw.gov.ph. Print them out. Tapos pagpunta ka ng airport, pag magpa-fly out ka na, make sure na meron kang at least 2 copies para pwede mong ipakita. At kung hihingiin nila, meron ka pang extra copy. Alright? So, that is the process. It takes a long time. Susubukin talagang pasensya natin. But I think that sana ay mapadali ito ng Philippine government. But in the meantime, this proves that people like us are very good at making sure that things are systematic because we know how to process things in a systematic manner. I hope na maging madali ang iyong journey kung pupunta ka man rito. I will see you again in my next video. And if you have any questions tungkol sa proseso kung paano gagawin ang mga bagay-bagay related to education or ang pagiging OFW, mag-comment ka lang, susubukan kong sagutin yan. Bye!